Okay, what are the components of ER diagram? Okay, or what are the symbols used in ER diagram? And then we will discuss on the three levels of database design, like from conceptual to logical design to and to physical design. Okay, we need to create first our own design, okay, before we develop an application, or shall we say a system. And then I will demonstrate how to draw a simple ERD using visual paradigm. Okay, so we have three levels of database design. So part of it is creating an ER diagram. Okay, all the data that has been used by a system. Okay, so all the end users or any other elements that is being used by a certain information system or a particular manual system. Okay, and then transforming this ERD to a table called normalizations. We normalize or we organize the data, okay, to be able to process or to eliminate redundancy or functional redundancy. So we have the rectangle for customer entity together with customer number, customer name, street, city, state, zip, contact name, and email address and email. These are the attributes for customer. So let me show you how it works in ER diagram. So we have here an entity with corresponding attributes: school code, school name, location, and DIN number for school entity, together with the data types. These are the data types. For example, for school code column, so we have the integer and then the size of the integer. For int, simply as int, or can be a whole number. So meaning users can enter or should enter numbers with regards to the school code, or it can be a primary key of a certain or for school entity. So you're the one who will assign a primary key on each record. Okay, primary key is an identifier that lets the user access their own account or access their own records. So we use primary key to identify each record. Okay, for DIN, so we have DIN number as a primary key. Okay, so we use this to access the DIN's records. Okay, the student record for we have student num, and then for section we have section num, and then we have department for department num, okay, and then faculty number for professor table, okay, then course number for courses entity. Yung n dito is null value, so meaning you have to enter a value on each column. Okay, so yung varchar is string, consists of a series of characters including spaces and any special characters. Okay, so varchar, and then the minimum size for for faculty name is 25. So meaning you have to input at least 25 characters. So but this is just an estimated number of characters. So if the user or if the faculty name is very long, so you have to adjust the faculty name. So you have to specify the minimum or the maximum number of characters to be inputted by the user. Customer instances. So this is just a sample data for customer entity. You have customer number 1, 2, 3, 4, customer name Ajax Manufacturing, okay, street, okay, city, state, zip code. We have also contact name and email address. So this is an attribute that has a value, okay, inside the customer and 141234. So it will this will represent Ajax Manufacturing as their customer number. This is the database developer who will assign the customer number or ID number for each entity or for each table. Okay, like 1234 and 99890 as the primary key. Okay, because in primary key we have what we call auto number. Once you input it at in the inside the database, magiging ano niyan is auto number. So ibig sabihin, pag sinabing auto number, you say increment by 1. So if you start with 01, so yung second record will be 02, 03, and 04, and so on. Line student ID to be identified as a primary key for the entity student. We have student name and other attributes. So this is connected to the student entity. Discussing ER diagram. So we'll just click new, and then under that diagrams. Then after that, select ER diagram. ER diagram. And then start from blank since we are going to create a new ER diagram for patient information system. So just wait. It is very easy to use. Just all you have to do is to drag and drop the symbols for entities and the relationships. So how many entities do we have? So one for doctors, the other one for patients. So let's have first the doctors. Doctors means plural, so many doctors are being assigned to the mental health care facilities. So we have doctors and we have patients. Patients. So many patients. So many patients. So maraming pasyente ang nagpapakonsult sa psychiatrist doctor. Impression. Impression of the patient. So meaning the diagnosis. Marker, let's say 40. Let's say 30 lang. Okay. 30. The length of the impression of the patient.